Hey, it's Jared and Nancy Savick with Carpe Diem Real Estate here in Kalispell, Montana. Our website is Seize the Day MT. You may have found us there. We are out previewing property for clients moving in. Since they're not in the area, we're going to go out and take a look at it. And if you haven't noticed, it is snowy out here, and we are on skis, and I have snowshoes in the back. So we go all out for our clients. So when we come to properties like this, what we look for is north facing, south facing. A lot of our clients want to be off-grid, somewhat self-sustaining, and so they want that good south facing or at least some west facing, just not a steep north side. They usually want something where they can get some solar. So this particular property has some north and some south. So we are really going to key in on the south section and make sure there's some good building sites up there. Now here we found a pretty likely home site. It's got probably almost an acre to acre and a half of somewhat flat. And then when we get further up the hill there, that's going to be south facing. You could clear these trees out pretty quick with an excavator, and you could put your whole home site and a couple of sheds and some goats on this. And being a realtor is not all fun and games. I don't. You got it all right. I don't know if you can see that hill, but that is a considerable hill, and on slalom skis, that's not a big deal. But for cross-country skis with no ankle support and only one toe in a binding, that's a pretty considerable hill. So one of the important things that a lot of people look for when they move to Montana is access to national forest or private timber company for recreation. And this particular property borders national forest. You can see it's got some pretty good views. The upside to national forest is it is open to use for non-motorized vehicles, so bicycles, donkeys, mules, horses, ostriches, whichever you want to ride. All those will work. The downside is during hunting season, there's nothing you can do. You may have people standing right on the side of your fence during hunting season, so that is it's just something to know. It's not like we're overloaded with hunters. You probably maybe see one or two of them the whole season. So one of the questions when people move here is, what am I going to do for a living if I move off grid? Number one, you can make YouTube videos of your homestead experience. That seems to pay pretty well for some people, although the learning curve for video can be a little steep. It still hurts my head. Starlink internet is a big game changer here because you can move off grid. I tell everybody you can make your own electricity with some solar panels or a generator or some little waterfall, but you can't make your own internet. Montana also has no state sales tax. We do have a pretty reasonable state income tax. My thoughts is I'd rather pay local tax and state tax and send a bunch of money to the feds so they can spend it overseas or buy new limousines with it. And for those who've not been following the political scene, which is like nobody, we do have a pretty good governor now, Greg Gianforte. He's kind of leading, or at least in the front of the pack of freedom leading governors. So we're all pretty thrilled about that. Our Second Amendment is very, very strong. Pretty much you're almost expected to have a gun in your vehicle or on your person. So if you're living in one of those states where you're a felon because you have a cool gun, then welcome to Montana. We like guns, we like suppressors, we like a lot of long range stuff. If you can afford a full auto, then get a license and get your full auto. And so we're at almost 4,000 feet here. And I know that not everybody wants to move to Montana and live at 4,000 feet like an Eskimo. And but we do have spots in town. The housing market is strong. So if you live in a place where you can get good money for your house, you can come here and spend that money and live in freedom. So if you decide that you want to move to Montana, check out all the sources and give us a shout at Seize the Day MT. It's www.seizethedaymt.com. Thank you.